Hello, everybody. I'm going live on my phone. So, I guess it's working. Yep. I'm going to eat me a cherry mash because I didn't have a very good supper. There's trends down everywhere. My big generator that's supposed to start off automatically got a big tree limb laying on it. But I still got 11 other generators. And they're all full of fuel except 3 of them. But it's too cold and too dangerous to go outside because the tree limbs are falling. So there you go. So I'm stuck in the house. It is 65 degrees in this house, according to my thermometer that's hanging in the kitchen. So I ain't worried about it freezing. It's about 28 degrees outside. I've got candles going, electric lights. Sorry about the light hanging here. Maybe I can turn it down a little bit. Oh, I turned it off. That might help. Well, you just have to live with me. It bothers you. Could turn it off. I got one over there, though. How about that? I'm just sitting here, semi in the dark. Chris is in his bedroom with his little dog. Mine's all covered up in blankets. It's 65 degrees. I think they're dying in here. What the funniest part was, the tree limbs just keeps falling. I told Chris, we ain't going out there right now. Get hit by a Widowmaker. Ain't gonna happen. My refrigerators and freezers will be all right till tomorrow. We're supposed to have another ice storm come through. The 3 waves. We had the second wave. This will be the third tonight. Maybe the rest of the limbs will fall down. That's what I'm saying. I could turn it down just a little bit. I was going to come on at 7, but I decided, hey, who knows what I'm going to be doing at 7. Probably going to bed with these dogs so they keep them warm. I got my energy pack over here charging my phone. No, I ain't suppered. I'm like camping out in the house with a working toilet. My water still works. Hot water don't because it's electric. But I'm on rural water, or city water basically. So the toilet's flush. Refrigerators don't work because the electric's out, but I'll fix that tomorrow. Chris was out there. He cleaned out the driveway to the east. In time he could get to the car and get it warmed up, all the ice off of the tree limbs fell and blocked the driveway again. I have to do this. Well, what is it? What happened? Somebody made a comment and I can't see it. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Well, I'm doing all right. I told me and Chris the main thing is stay safe. You know, you can replace generators and anything else, but you can't replace your life. That's the truth. A big boy went out there and followed me around. I said, you better stay out. Every time he heard something fall, he'd run to the house. Poor thing. He mad enough to stay out there. The other ones watched me at the plate glass door. They wasn't going out at all. I doubt if I can eat this whole candy bar. I'll just eat a little bit at a time. Yep, it's getting there. There's limbs all over the yard. One big limb's laying in the high lines up top. The cable coming into the house got 2 limbs laying on it. I hope it don't pull out from the house. And if I got a hole in the roof, I'm just going to fill it up with silicone till the guy can get here. Good Lord, well, I don't have none. I got plenty of batteries. Chris had to have his fan running, so he couldn't got the last 3D batteries I had. I got plenty of double A's and triple A's. That's what all this stuff runs on. And this little thing here, it just goes down, and you pull it up, and Harbor Freight. Put it over there. See, I can put it up there. I put it over here on that box. At least you can see me a little bit. Yeah, it's cold out there. It's 28, 29 degrees. It's 65 in here. And that's just because of the candles and the good insulation. I ain't even went and got the buddy heaters out of the ambulance or the bus, either one. I just got some candles burning. They're in our bowls, and I got the candle sitting in the middle of the bowl. That way, if it falls over, it ain't going nowhere. Just make sure there ain't nothing around it. What kind of weather you got where you guys are at? We've got hurricanes, we got fires, we got ice storms, snowstorm up north. Pretty bad. We're getting it all, from fires to snow to floods, and even hurricanes. Probably spin off some tornadoes out of that. We're getting all kinds of weather. Yeah, they're very bright. You get them at Harbor Freight. This is just it's got a switch. It's just like a regular light switch. It's got 4 lights in it. You turn it on. Oh, you don't want it on all the way. It's too bright. You have a little rain where you're at. And flooding on the roads. Yeah, we're getting all kinds of weather. We are getting it all. I'm just sitting here in a t-shirt. Got the sweats on and my alpine shoes on, my house shoes. Chris took a candle in his bedroom. There's the bathroom up there. Got one in each bathroom. Got a bunch of them on the stove. And I got a little heater, propane heater over there on the table. And I got this cord here plugged into that. Whoops. Look out, people. Hello, Connie. Well, like I said, it's been a hell of a year. And we got an election coming up, of all things. And we got, what, November the 3rd coming? I hope people can get out and vote. Or November the 2nd. Hell, I don't know which day. It'll tell me. The voting day. Hopefully the weather's better so I can get out and vote. Like I said, I'm voting for Santa Claus. I heard he gives presents and you don't have to jack with him once a year. Or could vote for the Thanksgiving turkey. I think they're both turkeys. Now to move it up here. Yeah, I'm without power. Oh, I could turn the generator on, but I told Chris to get in the house because his limbs are still falling. And all we need to do is for one of them to hit us on the head or stab through us. We don't want to do that. I said the food will be fine till tomorrow. We'll plug up the generator in the morning. I've got, how many of them full of gas? 3. And Chris has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full of gas. So we don't even have to go to the store and get gas. Just wait till one of them runs out of gas. plug up, turn on another one. You know, it's a massive ice storm here. My niece can't get her medicine at the drugstore because it's out of power. And that's the big town of Guthrie. Yeah, it's bad. It's ice is still falling out there. I ain't got a tree left that ain't been damaged. So you know how that goes. I got a great big chainsaw pole saw, and it plugs up to electric. Chris will have to run it off the generator. Trim up some of these lines around here. I better get closer. I can't read it. You got a hurricane headed your way? Oh, good Lord, Connie. P-Bunny. Oh. Like I said, thank God we're in certain areas. We could be a lot worse. We could not have any kind of power at all, or any kind of battery operated stuff, or could be a shortage of water, could be all kinds of stuff. I mean, thank God, you know, it could be worse. That's what I'm saying. As long as I'm inside and the trees ain't falling on me. Now, hurricanes and floods and all that stuff, like I said, now I'm on the high side of the lake. And one year here, the power went out and everything else. But on the other side of the lake, back over here, they had 4 foot of water in their dining room and kitchen. In the front room, the house was full of water, 4 foot deep. So I'm glad I was on the high side. We didn't have no power for 6 weeks, but I had a generator. Then what was it, May 3rd? Yeah, I get my stuff at Harbor Freight. A lot of it's cheap. I mean, you don't want nothing like this last forever. I mean, come on. I knew that the ice storm was going to knock some power out, but I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Let me see what I got here. There's a lot of people without power, you bet. 225,000. So I don't look for them to get to my place anytime soon. Yeah, I'm going to stay inside. Uh, Chris says he'll call that guy that helps us and see if he'll help us. And you lost 6 trees, huh? And I think I lost all mine. I had 2 took out last year and a bunch of trimming. I guess I should have added some more trimming. But I don't have to worry about them trimming now. Got them just piled up in the yard. Oops. I got you guys sitting on my medicine cabinet. It's pretty warm in here. I've got plenty of propane if I need to go get anything. I can turn on a little propane cook stove, keep it pretty warm. But well, stay tuned for tomorrow. I'll show you some trees down. I had some old air conditioners stacked up there on the iron table, and the limbs knocked them down on the ground. So they're going to the junkyard. Let me see what I got. Yeah, Chris is there with me. He's here. Yeah, I'm sure glad too. He's been a lot of help. He run the store and got some stuff. He said they cooked over 50 pizza up there. 50 pizzas. I said, what'd you bring back, boy? He said, you don't like pizza that much. I said, and it messes with me. So I said, well, tomorrow we'll probably have pizza. You don't sell them all. Mm, we'll probably have to have the pizza. Uh, my fingers tips are a little cold in here. About 65 degrees, but that's a little cool. I like it about 72. So I'm not far off from it, not having no power. And just have candle power and a little bit of propane power. This house is big. It's like almost close to 3,000 foot. It's 2,800 and some odd square feet. Yeah, it's a big old thing. But like I said, you don't have to keep it all warm. Just the front room, kitchen, the bathrooms, and Chris's bedroom. That's about all you got to keep on. The rest of it can go. I get a lower pop though. I used all my ice that was left in the refrigerator. But I still got cold pop in there, so I can do that. Let me read it again. Oh yeah, I ain't getting out there in the fall. 90-year-olds don't mend very well. You can't fix them with duct tape and a glue gun. Yeah, but they already want to work on my hair. Yes, I've got a little bit of heat in here. I've got candles and I've got propane little cook stove that I hooked up, turned on a burner. And candles, boy, I got enough candles. I probably got 400 or 500 candles. I I used to put them in pots before I got a generator. Of course, I'll have a generator tomorrow. And I used to put them in pots and scatter them all out through the house. And all the pots and pans were full of candles. I just, boy, they heat it up faster than you think it does. Then the open flame. But this house, like I said, I've got it so well insulated. I've got my carbon dioxide detector. Of course, when I go to bed, I ain't gonna leave that much heat on. I'll turn the propane off. Just have a candle in each bathroom, and one underneath the kitchen sink, sitting in the floor. My dogs won't knock them over because they don't get to go in that part of the house. Yep, it's cold. It's really pretty cold. But 65 is not that bad. It's 29 outside, so you can see that I've got a little bit of heat. Got electric lights, all kinds of electric lights. If it gets any colder, I'll put my shirt on. Jacket on over my shirt. My cell phone that works pretty good. I've got all kinds of chargers. I got one of them 3-in-1 thing. Yeah, that's what I got it in. Got a cigarette lighter in it, and I'm charging the phone as we speak. Chris has got a solar charger on his. It charges his up. Oh, I was going to show you this. I can get it to it without knocking it down. Let me show you a little gadget. Show and tell, I guess. This is Chris's, but he's ordered me one. This here goes on your head. It's like a little, it goes on your mouth and on your nose. But this, you change your filter on the inside. This fits back. And then, let's see here. Hear that fan? It brings in cold air or cool air, and it's self-charging. And I've got a little battery pack that I'm going to use this thing when I go vote, because it might be 2 or 3 hours of sitting outside. at the voting poll. And I don't know where you can see the name of this thing. There you go. It's a pretty good little gadget. Yeah, it fits right over your nose and your mouth. I got extra filters. And that way a lot of people gets overheated in their oxygen and their mouth sweats and all that. Well, you want that little gadget. It has a UV light in it. Let me see what it's a comment. Oh, let me see. We're going to turn it around here. What the hey? Back again. Okay. Oh, yeah, when I get cool, I'll wrap me up in a blanket. I've got a real fleece-lined coat. What did somebody say? I could eat a dog? Them dogs are... No, I don't think I'm going to eat the dogs. Them dogs are precious. They're really precious to me. We got plenty of food. I got 10 tons of dried products in this house. And a whole bunch of canned goods and everything else. I ain't about to starve to death. What is this? Well, thank you, hon. I can always depend on you. Yeah, it's this little battery thing. It's a battery pack, and I can use it on my phone or whatever. Oh, yeah, they get cold. They get in bed with me. Those old things, they ain't cold. It's 65 degrees, and they already got a coat. I doubt if it gets any warmer than, colder than that in here. Yeah, the dogs are wrapped up in their blankets on the couch. Maybe I can show it to you. Can you see them? They're all wrapped up in their blankets. And always in the floor over there. They're fine. And Chris has got the little baby puppy. He's got him wrapped up in bed with him. So we're all fine. It's just the tree limbs are falling and making a big mess. I mean a big mess. It's going to take us a while to clean that mess up, I'm afraid. Yep. I did some videoing today. He done something today. Let's see what he did. What you said. Got to move you up here close. Did Chris? They was supposed to be some stuff delivered today, but they didn't come, and they didn't take the trash either today. So that's how bad the ice storm is. Yeah, but it's melted on the road. Thank God. Now it'll refreeze tonight, I'm sure, but it's melted right now. Like I said, I've got 3 or 4 more propane tanks. If it gets cold, I'll turn them all on. I've got a catalytic heater in that one bedroom, that closet I can get out. I got real cold. It's on a... Okay. Yeah, you're getting a two-way hearing match there. But I'll tell you what, the weather is going to get... It's bad everywhere. Like, we went to Nevada, and it was so bad. The smoke and the soot and all that other stuff. I couldn't stay up there. So I drove 2,000 miles, basically, up there and couldn't even stay. And my friends down south in Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi, they're fighting hurricanes. My friends in California are fighting the fires. So we don't know, Bunny. Floods, hurricanes, fires, ice storms, snowstorms. Terrible. And on top of that, we got the damn pandemic. Damn. And hell, that ain't something. Got the damn pandemic we gotta worry about. These here was about $35, I think it was, on Amazon for that mask that blows air in your mouth and nose and keeps it dry. And a lot of people, they can't get enough oxygen. That's the biggest complaint. They can't breathe through it. Well, that sucks in airs through ultraviolet and treats it, and then it keeps all the contaminants dead. For $35, that's pretty cheap. I got full hazmat suits, but boy, they're hot and heavy. Wouldn't be bad in this weather to put one of them on. Have external air. Looks like a little breathing apparatus thing you hook on your belt. I used to work as hazmat, so I got all that crap on the left. They gave it to me because it was size fit me, and the hood has glasses deal, so nobody else can wear it. So they just gonna throw it in the trash, and I said, "Oh hell, I'll just take it home with me. I might need it." Well, guess what? It gets any worse, I'm gonna start putting my hazmats on. Uh, well, P Bunny, I guarantee it. You're lucky to be alive nowadays that COVID ain't killed you. And I mean, to me, I mean, you got everything. You got to mess with something every day. You sure do. Well, everybody needs to make a bunch of videos. I like watching videos. That's my entertainment. It's gonna be my entertainment for 3 or 4 more days. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I'll have to plug in my little charger thing when the generator starts up. It's one of them I bought at Harbor Freight. You can jump a car with it. It's got a flashlight. It's got cigarette lighters and a USB. I don't know what else you need. Uh, Little guy, what's the matter? He's just not waking up. He said, "Daddy, you ain't went to bed yet? It's getting dark." I could go to bed at noon and he would be in that bed with me. He's the only one that does it. The other one, a big boy and baby girl, they're all piled up together, keeping each other warm. Hi. Oh, from Scotland. Well, how's the weather over there? I think I got some Scottish ancestors. Uh, Mary Queen of Scots, I think I do. 100 years ago, or 200 years ago. Uh, I think I'm kin to the Queen about, I don't know, let's see, 27th removed or something. Good Lord, I think everybody's kin to them people. Uh, everybody, if you got it over there in the royal country, Germany, Austria, everything, Switzerland, Norway, all of them come out of the Queen. They married princesses and princes and that's how the royalty got spread. Let's see what you're saying. Uh, it's right. It's raining over there. I'm in England. Oh, well, England, in the UK, huh? Whereabouts in England are you? I've got a friend that lives outside of London. Normal Scottish weather, rain, yeah. That ain't no lie. It's cold up there in Scotland, though. You get a little bit of cold weather up there. District of Columbia, huh? Is that what the DC means? District of Columbia? Probably means something else in England. Uh, I have ancestors that they was married in a church in Surrey, England. Surroy, I guess is the way. Surrey? Maybe I pronounced it wrong. Who knows? But anyway, that's where they was married at. My great great back in the 1500s. No, I'm really not familiar with DC. When I was over there, I mainly stayed around London. Flew in, flew out. Uh, I hit the big spots like London. uh, USA DC, you mean Washington DC? There you go, you're in Washington DC. Well, you're in it now. I think I'd rather have the ice storm as I would be in Washington DC. You betcha. Oh, I got stuck up there when they was having that convention in Salt Lake City. Oh my God, it was horrible. People wouldn't go to bed. They wouldn't shut up. It was terrible. I could care less about the convention. Washington D.C. has got some beautiful, and they got the best museum. They got a bunch of places to see. I went there one time to work, and I rented this little bitty, looked like a walk-in closet. I mean, you had to just slide to the end of the bed to just put your clothes on. Then the bathroom was down the hall. Yep, nothing I lost in Washington D.C. Now Virginia across the ain't bad. Always dreaming. He's up there going, poor little dog. He's had heck today. He stayed wrapped up most of it and slept. I don't know what that says. Yep, I'm in Oklahoma. It's cold. It's cold in Oklahoma, the center of the United States. They call it the Sooner State. And everybody thinks that means because it's Sooner, it's central located. No, that meant the Sooners came actually 2 years before the run in '89. So they came 2 years before the run. That's what they call them, Sooners. Boomer Sooners. They showed up early. Uh, we have more native tribes, I think, in Oklahoma than any other state. Because it used to be the Indian Territory before we screwed them out of that, too. Of course. Yeah. Uh, human race messed up just about everything they've touched. You betcha. They're good about that. Uh, No, I'm in my big house, but I have two RVs stuck outside. If it gets any bad worse, I'll just go out there and start one of them up and live in it for a week or two. Think about the bus. I can start it up and let it run and turn the heaters on. I got 80 gallons of diesel in it. Yeah, that power is off. And I don't know when it's going to come back on. Probably 2 or 3 days. I got enough fuel in them generators. We'll just have to change it out. Up on the hill where there's a filling station, it's got power, but it's on a different network. I'm on Oklahoma Gas and Electric, and they're on ERA, Rural Electric, or whatever they call it. You slept with one of your dogs last night? Or drove? Let's see. I had been. I kept slept on his drive or something. It went off. Couldn't read it. Oh well. It's just cold and damp. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to pay attention to what the weather's going to be. I mean, I think if I was in a fire, I'd just move. The people lost their homes and burned up. That's horrible. People down there on the coast, their house flooded and blown away. Uh, and the snowstorm up there. There's a lot of weather going on. And on the middle of that, we got a pandemic. I hope everybody decides it ain't over with and wears a mask and stuff. They claim that if it keeps on going, that we're liable to have 200,000 deaths by Christmas. Ain't that a damn hell of a Christmas present? Yep. It keeps it up as something else. Like this. Well, thank you, buddy. Take care. Yep. Well, I'm not going to be on here too much longer because I'll probably lose a lot of power. But I'm just sitting around here, just waiting for the ice limbs to keep falling. That's what's going to happen. It's going to fall all night long. Well, there ain't a lot to do. Tree limbs after tree limbs. As long as I get them off the house and get them off the high lines and out of the driveway, I'll be fine. Ain't worry about the rest of it. I got plenty of food. I'm doing fine. I got plenty of food and plenty of candles and plenty of everything. Just bad weather. At least I got this little generator thing here. See it? That's going to put me out a lot of power. They have no idea what's coming up next. We have had some climate change weather. Maybe that's what it is. Climate change or global warming. They don't like you to say global warming. Yeah, I'm pretty warm. Well, hey, lost on land. We're all lost here. It's full of ice. We got a plenty of ice. Yeah. You might as well enjoy it because it ain't gonna get no better for 2 or 3 days. Uh, I like to go do a motel, but a lot of them don't want 4 dogs. Well, count curse it'd be 5 dogs, and I ain't leaving them. No, my generators are out there in the shed, and they're gasoline powered. I've got a solar in my ambulance, in my bus both. I've got solar hookups. Oh, I'll make it till they turn the power back on. One time they was off for 6 weeks here. I just got to get the limbs all picked up and put away and thrown away and all that other crap. I haven't heard nothing fall, knock on wood, in about 10 minutes, so I'm doing all right. No, I ain't got no electric yet. They probably won't have one for a week. They're going to take care of all the people, the hospitals and businesses and everything else, before they ever take care of me. That's the truth. And I'd want them to. You know, we had an ice storm here, and 4 or 5 weeks, and then we had a tornado, May 3rd tornado. We was out of power, I don't know, probably a little over a month. Yep, we didn't have no power. Of course, it's like camping, so it wasn't bad. Yep, it wasn't bad. About all it's here now is just camping. But uh, there's a woman down the road wanted to buy one of Chris's our generators, and he said, "Well, you'd have to come and dig it out because he ain't gonna go out there." Uh, he said he'll talk to them tomorrow. They'll make it do the first night, that's for sure. Just don't open your freezers. I'm gonna plug all mine back up. No, I can't stay in no hotel or motel. I got too many dogs. If it gets real bad, I'll be out there in that bus. I got about 80 gallons of diesel out there. No, I ain't leaving my dogs. Me and these dogs have been together since they've been born, except for Ori and baby girl. I got her when she was less than a year old. Ori was like 2.5, 3 years old. But like I said, like I said, the weather is just bad everywhere. Well, I could take Ori anywhere. He's a service dog. But uh, like I said, as long as it stays 65 degrees in this house, these pups will be fine. I got plenty of dog food and plenty of water, and they got plenty of treats. They it really would upset them if I took them somewhere else and put them in carriers and everything else. I just soon stay here with them so that way they don't get upset. Poor little big boy, he went over there and stood by the furnace, waiting for it to come on. I got to laughing at him. I said, "Dude, it's gonna be about 2 or 3 weeks before they turn that electric back on and that air comes back up out of that furnace hole." He's looking at me like, "Turn the heat up." I thought it was funny. He ran over there and sat on it, and it wasn't working. It was funny. Oh, I'm not gonna get too cold. I've got, like I said, 65. I got a bunch of candles, and I got a bunch of propane, and I dug out my what they call that thing? Oh, what is that? The heater? Oh, they got the whatever it is. It's in the truck. I can go get it out. I got a catalytic heater too. Actually, like sit. Oh, I've camped. Hell, I've been to hell Alaska. I've been to the South Pole. This ain't nothing like the South Pole, but it is gonna get a little cool tonight. But it'll probably get around 50. But I'll be all covered up. so I ain't gonna worry about it too much. Nah, I don't need no. Like I said, I'm fine. Chris is fine. If it's persists in 2 or 3 days, I'll just go out there and start the bus. We'll go camp in the bus. It's got about, I don't know, 60, 80 gallons of diesel. And I'll just turn the engine on, let it idle. I hope people ain't in the Starnes path. We got enough people out of power here. And then down in Louisiana, Mississippi, they're supposed to have a hurricane. And out west, they got fires. Somewhere there's a snowstorm up in Indiana, Wisconsin, or somewhere. We've had some strange weather. Really strange. So I guess there is such a thing as global warming. Uh, I made you a monitor, Lost on Land. I'm going to have to go check. Be right back. Close the box up. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Oh, that went on. Had to let the dogs out. I'll be right back. Well, I made it back. Dogs had to go outside and everything else. 43 in Dallas. Well, that's cold. You got ice down there in Dallas yet? Let's see if I got any ice. Ohio. Now there you some cold place. Up there by Michigan. Freeze to death. I put another propane bottle on that little stove so it'll heat it up a little bit in here. Hello. I'm just a little too old to buck out in that weather. It's one of this thing here, though. Let's see if I can turn just a tiny bit. Oh, let me over here. Well, we all need to watch ourselves in this weather, the fires and the COVID-19 and everything else. I mean, it's just dangerous to be alive in this day and age. Hurricanes, floods, fires, ice storms, snowstorms, blizzards. We've had a bunch. I'm telling you. Like, and we got the election on top of that. Oh, good Lord. Like I told everybody, I'm voting for Santa Claus. Boy, this weather is something else. Put it back over there. But take me a... My back's been hurting me in this cold weather. Oh, my God. How about arthritis? Yeah, got that. Fibromyalgia and everything else goes with it. Like I said, I'm been a prepper for years, and I don't get excited when little minor things start, you know. Basically, I mean, let me see, turn this back on a little bit. Ain't no sense getting excited. Things are going to happen in life. Ain't nothing we can't fix. As long as you're still alive. If you're still alive, you can fix it. If you're dead, you don't need to worry about it. That's my motto. Worrying about it's over with by then. Sure is. It's over with by then. How did you camp out near Papaloosa or something? I wanted to go to that. I should have went. Down there in Dallas. I think that's where you had it at. That ain't but about 300 miles from me. You guys hush. How did you get together down there? The Papaloosa, or what do they call it? I can't even remember what the word was. There you go. I wanted to go. I mean, I thought about going. I had everything. I could have just left, but I didn't. Chris was. We just got back from Nevada, and I thought, oh well, I go back down there now. It's just hard to, I can't go in the hot summer and I can't go in the cold winter. So I just got spring and fall, and it's hard. They're not lasting very long, the springs and the falls. Yep, you've had it going for 2 or 3 years. My son says he might buy me an electric bike for Christmas. I told him I already had a bike. I said, ain't the idea of having a bike is that you pedal it instead of so you get to exercise? uh, they're griping. Power come back on, be a heart attack. I don't want the power to come back on until I get some of them limbs off of my highlines. Oh, I bet it was beautiful down there because it was pretty nice weather up here when, you know, Texas was a little bit warmer. Well, they really haven't said how long this power is going to be off, but I'm looking anywhere from 3 or 4 days to a week. I know it's going to be off for quite a while. But after tomorrow, I'll be pretty well prepared. I just, like I told my son, as long as the trees are falling, there ain't no sense digging out any generators or anything else because we get out there and something fall on us and hurt us. And then, I got one of them, I think it'll run 4 or 5 hours without being one fill up. Oh, I'm going to take a lot of more video. I'll need it for the insurance. That's for sure. There's enough of it broke down. I don't think they pay for your trees unless they're fruit trees. Uh, they pay for damage on the house and the sheds and the barns and stuff like that. Tore up the lawn furniture pretty good. I've got that school bus and then I got the old ambulance. Chris has been looking at a Class C. I think it's 2014. I said, you buy that thing, we're gone. I'll just become a nomad. Let's let my daughter take care of this house. I got my fishing buggy. That's my ambulance. I'll take everything anywhere. The old bus, I'm thinking about taking it up in Nevada and just leaving it. Jerking the wheels off of it, and that's it. Hi, Lady T. Uh, I'm glad I'm giving people a format to talk to one another, really. They need something, an outlet or something to talk to people. That's what's wrong with a lot of things nowadays. I mean, we got the bad weather on top of us, and we got well, they need to clean up the trees. I doubt if I do much stuff out there. My son will do a lot, and he's got the guy that he hires that will do the rest of it. I'm sure he will. The main thing I told him, I said, I ain't gonna worry about too many trees in the yard because you can't mow the grass because it's the grass is dead for this year. As long as they ain't on the house or on the high lines or in the road, I don't care. Yep. We could have a great big bonfire next spring. That's what I figure. Will you take care of yourself? Uh, and you have a great one. Lady T, I made you a monitor. Uh, like I said, I had a great day today until the power went out. And it's out. It's gone. It'll be a week before they get it back on. I know it will. Yeah. Yep, it'll be a week or more before they get it back on here. I'm the last guy on the line here in this edition, so I know I'll be the last person. Hey, UFO, I haven't seen you forever. Now, how do we get this thing? Week. Well, maybe this is caused from global warming. Hell, I don't know what's caused all this bad weather. I like to watch that show Avatar because the planet is fighting back. That's what this reminds me of. We got the COVID-19, we got fires, we got floods, we got ice storms, so the planet's fighting back. And that's what I'm telling you. My ears are ringing. I don't know why they're doing that. Who knows nowadays? God, I'd hate to have a heart attack or a stroke tonight or tomorrow. And this ice storm, they never come and get me. This lead me to rock. Well, I wouldn't rock because I'd be frozen. It'd slide me outside. Yep, that's about part of it. They're in D.C., Washington, D.C. What part of D.C.? I'm pretty familiar with some of it. I'm in the center of Oklahoma. Yeah, well, we get all the bad weather. Hurricane, we get tornadoes, floods, ice storms, snowstorms. We get it all. Little, oh, baby girl's up. I got it warm in here now, huh? She says, I'm up. I'm up. What is this? Oh. What does this do? Oh, I don't want that. I'm playing with his phone. The weather's been great, huh? Wait till it snows and the cherry blossoms don't bloom. Remind me of France, Paris, and the cherry blossoms, like the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. Go out there at Arlington Cemetery. It's in Virginia, I believe, without Googling it. Somebody will tell me. Well, we got plenty of ice here. Baby girl, you want to go outside? Okay. I'll be back, people. She's the boss. Get up out of this chair if I can. Come on, puppies. I'm coming. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Hello. It's 30 degrees in Texas, huh? 65 today. Oh, that's a nice temperature. My dogs have to be let outside again. They don't stay long. It's too cold. Come on now, you guys. You're making it hard on an old man. Back over there. Whoops. Dropped it in my medicine case. That ain't good. Oh, that ain't good at all. There you go. It's better. Turn the light up, down or up. Maybe this one's better. Broke every time. I got the thinnest fingernails, I swear to God, has anybody ever got. I even take calcium pills and they don't help. What is this? Oh, Ori, hush. Nobody wants to hear you. Well, there you go. I'm bright now. Yeah, I'm bright now. I have to move it up here so I can see the damn thing. I'm good and warm, Granny. I'm warm. I am warm. It's about 65, close to 70 in here. You warming up down there? You guys are liable to get some rain down there in the next day or two. I heard 2 or 3 inches down there in Tennessee. Yep. I got a friend of mine. He's put a basement sub pump in his basement. He's gonna flood it. My little dogs are Chihuahuas and mini pin, and then a cross between a Chihuahua and a mini pin. Now they're eating their supper. Oh, tomorrow you're going to see some fantastic videos, I'll tell you that. I've been pretty good for as old as I am, and I kept the house about 65 to 72, so I ain't worried about it too much. 68 degrees outside there. Well, that's about what it is inside here. It's about 29 out there. It's supposed to get down to about, I don't know, 20-something. So ain't no telling. I got my battery pack thing. I'm a good prepper. I got all kinds of stuff here to keep me occupied. I can even run a hangout without no power. There you go. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but tonight I got it made. Let's see if I can test this. Don't say nothing. Turn a little bit. Maybe I can do that. Oh. As long as my phone's up, I don't care. So I don't really know how well I'm working here. I've got another charger thing. Too bad this phone don't take batteries. I should invest in a bunch of batteries. Or battery charging things. Chris has got a solar charger for his phone. I got one baby. Boy's up. Baby girl's eating supper. You better go over and eat with baby. He says, nope, it ain't gonna happen. She's grumbly. She's taking her drink. I got a bunch of scented candles. I think you can smell them. Too bad you guys smell it on the deal. Let's turn it down, son. Here we go. There you go, there you go. I should have that ring light in. I got a ring light that works on USB. Yep, that's what I could do. I got 10 thumbs up and 11 people watching me. My goodness. Am I popular? Oh, what happened? Uh-oh. Chris is going through the house checking things. He got his little flashlight. Hey, how you been doing? I've been watching your videos. I really enjoy them, Jan. I really do. I've been, like I said, the weather has been something. I thought about even taking a cruise. I got my friend that lives in Greece. I can go back over there, or my friend in Costa Rica. Maybe I should go south, right through the hurricane on a ship. That'd be my luck. The year that I didn't go, uh, Terry, uh, he went back to see his wife in Costa Rica, and there's something happened to the ship, and it is out there in the ocean for 2 or 3 days, or a week or more, I think it was. I ain't gonna do that. Most generally, you don't have no trouble though. You don't have no trouble on a ship. Oh, I do enjoy your videos. Makes me want to go visit more places. What's going on, son? Want to say hi to the people on the hangout? Are you gonna bring your pop in?
We just shipped his. He went to bed.
Oh, your little guy that went to bed, huh?
Yep.
All right, say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
All right,
Turn
no,
my heater
I'm
on.
glad, huh?
Corey's going behind there.
All right, I don't know where he's going. He'll be back. I don't know what happened. Oh, I like to watch. I live in a lighthouse. They let me. I tell you what, if I bought one, I'd damn sure want to live in it. Probably get one up on the North Sea. Just fall off in the ocean during a northern and freeze me to death. I'm going to find me a lighthouse in the Bahamas or somewhere. Or don't want to be on that Snake Island they got down there in Mexico. I'll tell you one thing. When it gets dark here, it's gonna be really dark because it's almost dark now and it's black outside. That's what's gonna happen there. In Japan, huh? Did you go in the China Sea? Stationed in Japan. Didn't get a chance to get there. They say it's pretty though. I've been close. Just never got there before. I've seen a lot of country though. Seen the Philippines. Does that count? Yeah, I've seen the Philippines. Does that count? Guam. You guys better be good. They get grumbly because they're used to the house being the same way it was. Is it 2 years in Japan? Wow, that's a long time. I don't think I hardly ever stayed 2 years anywhere. Maybe here. I've been here, but not constant. I've even been here. I've been here like 30 years, but it ain't never been constant. I get bored. I'm traveling. I'll stay about, I don't know, a month, maybe a little over a month here, and then I'm off again. I've been to to South Carolina 3 times, Tennessee 2 times or 3 times, and then Nebraska, Texas, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho. I get around. That's just this year. I went almost all the way around the world uh, on the Google Maps this year. As they say, 3/4 of the way around the world. That's how much traveling I've done. Not around the world, but in the United States mainly. Like I said, oh, look at that. That works pretty good. I'll just leave that there. I can see it. Stay up there. Yeah, I can see myself pretty good. You've been to 50 states? I think I've seen all the states. But you're from Canada, I believe, ain't you? You're from Canada, ain't you? I thought you was from Canada. To see 50 states and from Canada, yeah, that's traveling. That's all 50 states. Yep. I remember when I think there was 48 or 49 states. Can't remember. But, yeah, there wasn't all the states wasn't there. Hmm. Everybody having a fit about this. Let's see. Oh, you live in the United States? Well, that's great. Mm. I think the United States. I love Canada. And I like parts of Mexico, down around Mexico City or even further in. Not so much the border, but I like on down in there. Mexico City's beautiful. Uh, uh, and Costa Rica, I love it. Panama's great. Costa Rica's beautiful. They got all them iron ball, the rock balls, great big old rock balls, little bitty balls. Well, congratulations on getting an RV. What kind did you get? I like to make my own. I like them to be solid iron, like that school bus is supposed to be all right in a rollover. Yeah, but I can't read what it said. Let me go hit that. Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, what are you going to do with somebody 90 years old? Have them put to sleep? I thought about that myself. That's what I was saying. I was be 2016. That's a new one, pretty well. That's pretty much a new one. What, 4 years old? That must be really nice. You'll have to show us the ins and out of it. What size? Well, she wants to know, and I do too. I'm stuck between the small ones and not over 26 foot. Oh, 25, that's great. Is it a Class C or a Class A? Probably a Class C. That many depths. I like a Class C. I had a Class A, and my brother had ended up homeless out of a divorce, and I gave it to him. Literally gave it to him. That is a good size. The reason I gave it to him is because he was homeless, and I hated driving it because you couldn't. Every time I wanted to see something, the Class C is great, great size. You park in a regular car spot because if you don't, some of them are hard to go back to. In other words, oh, there's one that antique store I wanted to stop at. Well, ain't no parking. You have to get another vehicle to drive back after a mile or two or something. Or call a taxi. I don't like that for crap. Sometimes they don't even have taxis. So, and I ain't a bicycler. So I like my old school bus. It's a 30 footer. And my ambulance is a regular extended van, Econoline, 1 ton. Yeah, it's great. It's a great little vehicle, Class C's. That's what I'd want to be a Class C. I don't want nothing bigger. Sleep six. And your dog, well, that's good enough. I like to take the app. When I take the school bus, the dogs run backwards and forth. I had to put them in cages. 'Cause they won't be still. They'll run backwards and forward, backwards and forward. I'm afraid to, they'll run up underneath the steering wheel or something. Oh, I'm sure it does. Class C, it could have a cab over. Hi. I got the experience of a lifetime today. I had the Dodge tree limbs falling on me. Jan, what's your next plan to move? I mean, or go anywhere? You got plans in the future to go somewhere? Are you going to take us along with you like you did the last cruise? I thought that was great. Well, you're right about the virus. I still go. I just pull up to the pump, slip my credit card in, take the ticket, and go. And then drive through the drive-throughs on restaurants. It just ain't the same when you're eating out of a styrofoam box as you are sitting at a good restaurant. Something happens to the food when they serve it in styrofoam. But yeah, I've got that new box that's got an air filter in it. It blows air on it. UV light kills germs. Chris bought it. I'm gonna have to go down there and stand at the election board to do my ballot, and he wanted me to be protected. I'm gonna sit down on either my scooter or I will take my walker that's got a bench on it. Because I know it's gonna be 2 hours getting inside. He said, "Well, I'll park in the parking lot." I said, "Well, thanks." I think he voted by mail. I ain't voting by mail. I'm voting. Go down there, and I ain't gonna let my vote be lost. The China virus. I think it's the world fighting back, like Avatar. If it killed off half the people, I'm just thinking about all the damn things you'd have then. Easy to get a job, bearing the other ones that died. Mm, mm. God forbid we lose anybody. Life is sad enough, especially the old people. Damn, ain't we been through enough? I'm in the middle of an ice storm, for God's sakes. I have the generator that's supposed to come on when the house is out of electricity. It's a diesel. Actually, it's propane. Yeah, it's propane. A tree fell on it. It wouldn't start. It crushed it to the ground. And then the other ones, I can't get in. Ones, it's in the shed, or the garage, whatever you call shed, whatever, because there's a limb in front of it. And Chris has got the ones in the toy hauler, so we're going to get one of them out. I've got one inside here in case of emergency. But it's only 3,500 watt, 3,500 watt, something like that. His is 6, 7, 8,000 watts. Then I've got a 900 watt. That's what's supposed to be mounted on the back of my ambulance. But it's pretty warm in here now. I turned on a little propane stove. So I'm good and warm here. And we got a bunch of candles. Well, There ain't no telling. Everybody, I decided a long time ago I ain't gonna live in fear. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna live in fear about anything. I'm glad you still got power because it sucks. No power. Mm. I don't really watch TV, but I watch YouTube, and I've got a little deal that's got it, pulling the power out. But like I said, it sucks without having the power. My dogs don't even like it, and my house is total electric. For God's sakes, if it wasn't total electric, I wouldn't worry about it. But I think about putting in propane heater because the reason I had, yeah, we'll all pray for. Good Lord willing, uh, everything's fine. But my wife was on oxygen, and I didn't put in. I just had total electric. Next time I want to have propane. No, I'm thinking about buying a propane tank and putting in a wall heater, a propane. Just one of them old Cadillac heaters that you don't take no fan or nothing. See, the furnace kicks in, and it has to take electric to run it and the electric to heat it. But a propane wall deal would just be warmer. Oh my God, at 10 weeks early. Oh my God, that's a lot early. I don't even think it has fingernails at that age. And I know it ain't got hair or eyelashes yet, but I don't think it's got fingernails either. How old is she now? I don't know. I'll go back and check that out. I don't want to mess people up, let them talk to one another. I like them to visit one another. I should put a video hangout every day, just let people visit one another. A lot of people don't want to have a hangout because it's a lot of work, but I like them. I like to hear how everybody's doing. Being kind to other people is one of the better joys in life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people say, well, I like giving. Well, maybe sometimes you can't give anything, but you can always be kind to people and considerate. Their plight, whether they're doing good or a lot of people are jealous of other people doing good. Oh, I'm proud of them when they do good. Like that guy bought that RV. I'm proud of him. It's something like I would like. A late model Class C, 25 foot. That's perfect. Might get something like that one of these days. I'm afraid if I bought something like that, I'd be a full-time RVer, though. They could take this house and do whatever they wanted with it. They call this house Mama's house. Yeah, but she's dead. That's what I tell them. But I have to stay in it and maintain it. That's what I tell them. I have to stay in it and maintain it. I guess they think so. I said I try to give it to a grandkid once or twice. I don't think they wanted it either. I was gonna move up to Nevada, up in the mountains, and then from Nevada you go to Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California. Uh, let's see, you can go to Wyoming, Montana, Utah, down to Vegas. I don't care about Vegas. I don't like, I like the wilderness. You're right in the middle of the Rocky Mountains. You can go anywhere. In Oklahoma, we got desert on the west side, plains of Kansas on the north, and the hot desert wind from Texas. And let's say east, you got Arkansas. Well, I guess you go to diamond mines in Arkansas. I'm gonna go back here and this thing here won't let you sub anybody. Huh. Remove, put in in timeout, hide your on this channel or monitor report. They used to have where you could sub them. That ain't right. YouTube changes a bunch of crap. I used to sub everybody that comes on my channel. I subbed so many people one time they wouldn't let me sub no more. They was suspicious. I think I subbed 200 some odd people. But I said, hey, I watch them. If I sub them, I watch them. I don't comment on everybody's channel, but I watch them. I'll tell you what I do. I'll turn on somebody's channel and let them play video after video after video after video while I'm cleaning the house and doing stuff, cooking and stuff. I used to be able to put it on my TV, but this damn smart TV ain't worth a damn. I don't know how to work it. That's the problem. Yeah, I think we fall back pretty soon. And we fall back 1 hour. I don't know when it is. You spring forward in the spring and fall back in the fall. It's warm in here now. I like that heater. It's like a little one burner cook stove. It's all right. I ain't gonna freeze to death. I'll start all these generators up and turn on the electric heat again. You got 3 babies. Probably, I got 4. My little puppy dogs and my babies, you hear them? They gripe. You guys better be good, baby girl. She hears Chris. They all complain when Chris comes out the bedroom down the hall. They think he's supposed to stay in there. That's how mean they are. That little puppy dog wants to play with him, and he was took it off the breast too early, and so he tries to find milk everywhere. Then boy dogs run, and baby girl she growls at him. She says, "You ain't getting no milk from me." So my baby's 3 years old now. Yeah. And I was going to do some fancy cooking tomorrow. I guess I ain't unless I plug up the 220 stove. I wonder if I got a long extension cord that would plug up that the cook stove. Lucy Light, is that what you said? They say they're great. I watch Bob Wells. I watch everybody. Gives me something to do. I know what I can do. I've got a battery, 3 batteries in the floor in there, and I got a deal that I can hook to them and plug up my, what they call that thing, cigarette lighter thing to it. The solar batteries. Yeah, I could use the solar here. Hell, I got some solar. I forgot about that crap. I got solar, I got generators, and I got nothing running. That's sad. I'm a good prepper. I ain't got nothing running. I went outside and looked at the damage. Oh, it's bad. It is tremendously bad. I think it hit my lawnmower outside, my radiant lighting lawnmower, because I didn't put it up. I just threw a tarp over it. I bet it's all crushed. Everything's crushed. Chris's window's cracked. Big dent in the side door. Well, I got electric in this house, but the big generator didn't start. That's $2,000 down the drain. And then the campers, they've got buddy heaters, and the big bus, everything runs off the diesel motor. You just start the diesel motor and let it run. It'll run probably 24 hours on about 5, 6 gallons worth of gas, and I think it carries 60, 80 gallons of diesel, so it's got plenty of diesel. Just fill it up and let it run. That's what I did. And liable if it keeps it up, I'll go move in the ambulance or the bus. The dogs like the bus because it's got more room for them to run and play. Yeah, I'll just start the thing and let it run. Turn the heaters on. It's got a dash heater, and then it's got a midway heater, and it's got a back heater, so it can run all the way. I was just about in the process of rearranging the ambulance and taking out the 3/4 bed and making a bench bed out of it so I could have more floor space. Guess that'll have to wait. Yep, it'll have to wait. I got plenty of clothes though. Thank God Chris put some towels out on the Easter day or day before on the clothesline, and they're frozen. My dryer quit. Gonna have to get another dryer. But do you know how much stuff I've got to move just to get a dryer in and out of the front bathroom? A whole bunch of shit. At least 5,000 pounds worth of food that I got in the hallway between the bedroom and the hallway and the bathroom. If I went full time in an RV, look how much I'd have to downsize. You know I'm a hoarder. That ain't no shit there. I got three houses I moved out of. I just locked the door and left. It was full of crap. I got a shop and I got a barn, and they're all full of crap. This house is full of crap. I bought me some of them cheers at Harbor Freight. They're $25. I got them for 19. They were on sale. They got a little table on the side of them. I love them fold-up chairs. I only bought 3. I should have bought 4. But 3 chairs is plenty. We'll find out what all this does. I've been on this thing an hour and 40 minutes. You know, I've seen people have all kinds of things as RVs. I've seen them pull little bitty teardrop trailers, and I've seen them have big old buses that you can put a car underneath them and so much luggage. I mean, I've seen all, but really, it doesn't matter what you buy, a van, a pull trailer, a fifth wheel, as long as you're happy with it. That's what counts, is being happy with what your decisions is. I've seen horse trailers made into them too, yeah. To me, I seen people camping in tents. I ain't no too much for a tent person. My favorite is my little ambulance. I like that. It's a 1 ton. It's high up off the ground. It's probably 2 foot off the ground. I can go over big boulders and everything. That's right. As long as the winter's good, I mean, the weather's good, you can go in a tent. It's fine. I mean, but like I said, My sister likes to camp in a tent. I bought a new tent with a bed that's up off the ground and an air mattress. She likes it. Me, I like to be inside. Because usually the weather ain't good. That's like the last time we went to Lake Texoma in Texas, Oklahoma, Texoma. Anyway, we stayed in a tent. She stayed in a tent, and the weather got bad, so she went over and stayed with her twin sister. That's when her twin sister was alive. I stayed, me and the dog. We only had Ori then, and I stayed right through the snowstorm. Didn't bother me a bit. Me and Ori watched videos. I've lost 4 or 5 cameras, even a big old Canon camera. I don't know where it's at. I took them last time I can remember. Me and Chris went somewhere and camped, and they're in bags or pouches or camera cases, and I can't find none of them damn cameras. So, oh well, buy me a new one. I use my phone's what I use more than anything. That's what I said. I just use the damn phone. It's nice and warm and toasty in here. Might have to go get some more propane bottles. That's what I think I'll have to do. Them was 1 pound cylinders ain't gonna last long. But you know, I've lit them big old candles. They'll burn for 8 hours. I've got about 10 of them going. Gives you light and heat. I remember the first time an ice storm came through here. It's been 10, 15 years ago. Didn't have a generator then. I noticed they were 2009, but I thought I'd seen some of them before because I've watched your channel for years. And I should put in a fireplace, yeah. But I thought, well, I've seen it, I think, but I like watching them again. Everybody needs to do that. Take some of the old videos and put them back up. Don't hurt nothing. At least get some activity on your channel. I'd rather have them do that than wait 3 or 4 months before they put something up. Well, like I said, I mean, to me, I enjoy watching them. Keep it up. I know, but like I said, it's just like me when I go up to Nevada. I do a little camera shooting, but like I said, when I get up there and I get carried away, I just enjoy myself. I've been trying to take better video, but hell, I'm 90. What the hell? I'll be 90 August in the spring or summer. Let's be summer. This next summer. Hell, I figured I'm doing pretty damn good to walk and talk. Yeah. I know my memory ain't as good as it used to be, my short-term memory. Yeah, I mean, at our age, and I know you're 20, 30 years younger than I am, but we need to get out and and enjoy things and go and see places. I mean, come on, what are we saving the money for our kids and grandkids? Hell, I've raised all my kids and sent most of my grandkids to college. Hell, I think it's my turn now. I, my kids and grandkids has had it easy. I didn't get my doctorate till I was probably 50. I had to go back to school and work extra and everything else. Had kids. I mean, it took me forever. Of course, I studied in microbiology, or biology really, and then I specialized in microbiology so I could see what was in water and wastewater, cholera and so on, diphtheria and all that other crap. Worked in a morgue for a while. Dead people don't bother me. It's the living that bothers me. Dead person just lays there until you have to cremate them, and then they'll stand up and talk to you then. They sure will. Well, you're right. I mean, I want to go do so much, and that virus is keeping me from doing anything. And I bought all kinds of respirators, hazmat suits, and everything else. And I do protect myself. Like when I travel, we just buy gas at the gas pump through the credit card, and then we go through drive-throughs, you know, and stuff like that for restaurants. I try to, or cook for myself, but you still got to get supplies like at Walmart's or Aldi's or whatever, Sam's or whatever, you know. I double glove and everything else, but still, if, if I caught anything, I'd probably be dead. And that's just a flu or a cold or hell, any damn thing, basically. I've been pushing the envelope doing what I do. I told my kids, I said, well, what money's left, you guys can have it. But I'm going to spend a big chunk of it. After this virus is gone, I think for my 90th birthday, I'd like to go back and see my friend in Greece. That's what I think I want to do. Hello, Junkyard. Yeah, I think I want to go and spend some time in Greece. I only stayed a month last time. I think I want to stay a little longer. Or I'd like to go to Costa Rica with Terry. His wife is battling cancer, and if something happens to her, God forbid, I'd like to be with my friend if something happens to her. Friends are hard to come by. You sound like me. I like to cook, and uh, and then eating out. I have to be careful because I'm a diabetic, and McDonald's. No, thank you. Every time I eat at McDonald's, I can't wait to run to the bathroom. Yeah, it gives me diarrhea pretty fast. But I'll tell you what, McDonald's in some countries are different menus than we have in America. Yeah. Motels, oh, I don't like them. I don't like motels. Bread and breakfasts is about the best one, but a lot of them have been shut down because of the COBA. If I had my druthers, it'd be a bread and breakfast, and that's better than a hotel or motel or you could rent a room, or I've seen people get together and rent like a house, 3 or 4 bedroom house. But I'd rather, like I said, a bread and breakfast. Well, hello. Yeah, I'm trying to stay safe. McDonald's. The only thing I like in McDonald's is the fish fillets, I think. Yes, they eat a lot of spam in Hawaii. I'll tell you that's for sure. They and actually I like spam. Me personally, I do like it. Mm. You go to India and you can't have. There's no beef. You can eat pork, no beef. Yeah, they're proud of them cows in India. And God don't hit one with a car. Or God let me like running over a kid or something. Yeah, spam's got all the good meats in it. Yeah, it's got tongue, kidney, liver, eyeballs, you name it. It's in spam. But you know what? It comes in an aluminum can, and it's the only product will last longer than the aluminum can. I'm doing real good. Thank you very much. Yeah, Tagger, I'm doing really good. And I'm amazed every year. You know what? Where did we go? Oh, we went inside to a restaurant. Me and Chris. I forget which one it was, steakhouse or something. Anyway, they thought that I was his brother. Instead, Chris says, "No, that's my dad." It hurt his feelings. And then we was at somewhere, and they wanted to know if I was his uncle or something. They never think I'm his dad. I said, "Yeah, I'm his dad." And when he went in for surgery on his shoulder, I'll tell you the story. It's funny to him. They had, they had to do X-rays and everything else. Well, I just marched my little happy butt right over there, was looking, and they said, "Well, you're really not supposed to look at the X-ray." And then she said, "Do you know what you're looking at?" I said, "Ma'am, I've got a PhD. I know what the hell I'm looking at." He has a spot on one of his lungs, and we can't tell if it's from pneumonia without a bop. It's not giving him any trouble really, but it looks like it's an old ammonia scar from having pneumonia. That's what it looks like. He didn't seem too concerned, and I wasn't too concerned. He's doing so much better though. I mean, really, really good. I mean, he had a problem with alcohol and drugs and everything else, and divorces and everything else, but he is doing so well. And his wife was the biggest part. I hate to say that because I hate to pin the tail on the donkey, but she had a meth problem was her problem. And of course, like I said, his was pain pills or some kind of alcohol or whatever. And you can get into that situation, where you're down in the dumps, working two or three jobs, stuff like truck drivers do anyway. They usually take pills to keep them awake and take pills to put them to sleep to make a living. No, that ain't good. But he's doing so much better now. He just got a rotten tooth he needs to take care of. Everybody said, well, they don't give people breaks. To me, if a person, like a person that I used to hire people that got out of prison, as long as they done their time and this, that, and other, I mean, how in the world are they supposed to do better? And I'm going to tell you what else I'm going to vote for. I'm going to vote for getting people out of jail that's just been for non-offensive crimes, like drug-related crimes, marijuana or whatever. I mean, putting them in prison is not going to help them. You need to put them in rehab and pay for it. That's my opinion. Well, come and sit. You can sit with Daddy if you want to. Come, little guy, sit with Daddy. Don't be sitting no, you're on the TV. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, uh, you got to give people chances and breaks, and there's no sense filling up the prisons for nonviolent crimes. Especially if they need rehab or whatever. Yeah, if they don't need to be in prison for a DUI, they need to have maybe restrictions or whatever. But there's rape is one of them. They need to be in prison. Child abuse, something like that, or spousal abuse, or murder. I don't think marijuana. I don't believe in marijuana. Me personally, for myself, I think it stinks. But I don't think they need to go to jail. They go to prison for 10, 15 years just because they had 2 or 3 ounces of marijuana. That's my opinion. Hi. I haven't seen you forever. Let's see what I got here going. I have to hit the button again. Go away. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My dogs are covered up on the divan, sleeping away. I don't know what I'm gonna have to wear a mask of some sort to get outside because that cold air hurts my lungs something fierce. I've had uh, I've had 2 strokes and 1 heart attack, and I think something's wrong with my lungs because that cold air just freezes me to death. I can't stand that cold air breathing down my lungs. I smoked for 40, 50 years, 60 years, something like that, maybe 70. I smoked ever since I was about 13 till I was, 2007 I quit. So you can figure it, maybe 75, 80 years, maybe longer. But, but they say my lungs is clear. Said that everything's fine. They took x-rays, MRI, CAT scans. The only cancer I had was in my throat from throat cancer. And it was caused from sulfide gases and probably smoking. So there you go. That's a bad, nasty habit. I think that's worse than Dan taking marijuana. They say it's harder to quit smoking than it is to get off heroin. Never was on heroin, but I smoked. I didn't have any withdrawal. They took my cigarettes away from me and it didn't bother me. I was blessed. Of course, I was taking chemo and radiation for 17 weeks. I think I got the hiccups. So maybe I'll quit hiccuping. I take a thyroid pill, and I used to have the hiccups. Then they changed it, and then I had the sneezes, and now they changed me back. Now I got the hiccups again. So it must not be too good for me. Well, I have a fenced yard, so I'll just let them run. Great to see you too, Joe. Like I said, I'll be glad when the politics is over with, the COVID's long gone, and people get back to normal. If there is such a thing as getting back to normal. Really? I don't know where you can get back to normal. We've lost so many people, good people. But you know what? We've lost good people. Everything that blows down by the pike, we had, we had 200 and some odd thousand die of this so far. We had a lot of people die of AIDS. We had a lot of people die of, what else? We came back to the flu. I mean, they need to get a handle on, the common cold, the flu. They do have vaccines. I take a flu shot every year, pneumonia. Uh, and people just, the government can do a better job. That's what I think. I worked for the government. They got all kinds of programs they can give to the people. They get up their Social Security, their disability, their unemployment. Come on. It's insulting to give a person, of course, like I said, I work for the government, I get 2 or 3 checks, but there was a woman, and I let her clean the house every once in a while. Don't tell nobody. But I give her, she's on disability Social Security, and she's probably 55, 56 years old, and it takes her all day to just do the minor things in this house. But I hire her, and I pay her over the counter, under the table, or whatever you want to call it. And because she can't turn it in on Social Security because hell, she only gets 500 and some odd dollars a month. I said, how the hell you live on $500 a month? She said, well, look, it ain't very easy. And I'm saying, I met her. Uh, she couldn't get her gas cap off at getting gas up here on the corner. And I got to help her get her gas cap off. I don't know what the hell was wrong with the key wouldn't work. Well, it was a locked gas cap. And so I got talking to her, and I was, she was said anybody around, looking for work or whatever. And I said, well, what are you doing? She said, well, I clean houses. Boy, that was right up my alley. And I started hiring her, and I still use her every once in a while, usually once a week or so. And but like I said, I haven't seen her. She's been gone for about since I went to Nevada this last time. But like I said, I hope she's all right. But I told her I was going to be gone for a couple of weeks. Of course, we didn't. Wasn't we went gone 3 or 4 days. So she'll call in and get back with me and start cleaning. The dogs like her. They don't bother her a bit. I don't mind. I wash my own dishes. It's a little thing, like running the vacuum. I don't like running the vacuum. Krista runs it, but little bitty things, that clean out the refrigerator. Well, I love that part. Clean out the refrigerator. I hate that. And I tell her if anything's over a month old in the bottom of that refrigerator, like ketchup, mustard, whatever, throw it away. you know. I said because if you can't find a date, throw it away. But she does a real good job. And she don't bitch about my hoardedness. I got too much damn. I'm a hoarder, so I got everything stacked up. She don't complain about it. She just works around it. But that's what I said. She can't live on $525 a month. And she lives in a trailer park. There's nothing wrong with it. She owns her little trailer. But hell, I think they're charging her $250 a month just for the damn trailer space. So that leaves her at $250 for utilities and groceries, for God's sakes. Yep. I don't think she got any kids. Never talked about kids. Talked about her. She got a little dog too. It's a schnauzer. I'm just rattling along. Guess they all quit talking. Anybody gonna talk anymore? Well, like I said, it's nice to help people every once in a while. Everybody said I should monetize. What's you guys' idea about monetization? That's be all I would do is be monetized. I got a PayPal card. They take $5 a month off of it, and I've never used it, but they keep taking $5 a month. And I thought, well, if I monetize and they put $5 a month back on it, it wouldn't cost me nothing for my PayPal card. My son says I should use it. I said, well, I will one of these days. But I like the PayPal cards are great. I got my MasterCard and my Gold card and all that other crap. But I got that little PayPal card to use on Amazon. Well, Chris, I use his Amazon and give him the money, and he puts it on his card, and then he gets it because he's got Amazon Prime. I buy a lot of crap off Amazon Prime. Well, I'm losing the people. Oh, here we go. Well, some people think monetization's mooching and begging, but you're getting it off of YouTube. You're not getting it. You're asking, I don't need nothing from people. I thought, well, you know, I thought about monetizing. I think that's what I'll do. Just put that way you use that PayPal card. If they put any money on it, that way they won't be taking money off of it. But up there in Nevada, there's a water well, and you have to buy the water. And the reason I got a PayPal card, you have to give them all this information. I didn't want them to have one of my good credit card numbers. I think you pay 0.3 per gallon. It's like nothing. And like I said, $100 should last you 5 years on a card. You get 250, 300 gallons at a time. And then that's how they do that up there. You could drill a well, and they want like $30,000, $40,000 just to drill a well. Of course, you catch stormwater runoff or the snow melt, or you could buy their water. So I buy their water. But you have to have it's like pay as you use it. So they need a credit card because they take it off every day. Take your money off of it every day. So that's what I thought about doing is monetize the card, the channel, and put it on that card. That's what I thought. I don't think I want a Patreon, and I don't want to GoFundMe, and I don't want what else they do on this stuff. Yep, I don't want to be begging for money. Don't need it. Don't need nobody's help right now. Good Lord willing. And I pray that I don't never need nobody's help. I just need a conversation, camaraderie. I ain't got nothing against other people doing whatever the hell they want. My daughter manages all my stuff, my stocks, bonds, and all that crap. All I manage is my Social Security and my federal pension. That's enough. Like I said, my bills ain't that high. I think my electric bill is more than a lot of people gets. More than that woman gets $500 a month. She couldn't even pay my damn electric bill. That's just total electric. I don't know what people's going to do in the future. I'm hoping to stay safe. I'm telling you, it's hard on people. If I catch a cold or something, I'll be really sick, and I can't afford to be down. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think. Like I said, it ain't the president's fault. He ain't helped much, but it ain't his fault. And to me, I don't think that, a pandemic is like any damn thing else. It's just a state fact. It's here. We got to figure out how to deal with it. And we got to deal with it safely and this, that, and the other. If the mask helps, then wear them, you know. Then but I'll tell you one thing about these masks. You get moisture around your lips. Let's see here. Let me turn this back on. You get moisture around your mouth, and it makes sores, like in the corner of your mouth and stuff. And I can understand people, you breathe. That's why I bought that one that's got blows air around that, and it keeps you from getting sores around your mouth. And the air you take in, it has a UV light in it that kills germs, and then it sucks air and blows it around your face. Actually, ups your oxygen level. So that's what I bought. I don't know about, like I said, I'm glad I don't have to deal with anything like that anymore. Hell, cholera was bad enough in my day. Look what else. I'll tell you one that was really bad. What was that? TB, tuberculosis. That shit was bad back in the day. They had uh, tuberculosis houses, sanitariums. They put people with TB in. Yeah. If you had TB, they just come pick your butt up and put you in a sanatorium or whatever. That's what they called it. Basically, a big house, warehouse you till you lived or died or whatever. So they could be doing that to everybody that tests positive. So they'd have millions of people put up. Don't think I want that. Oh, it's pretty nice in here right now. It's probably about 75. A little heater got it. This house is well insulated. My walls between rooms is a foot thick, and my outside walls is a foot thick. Yeah, by the time you put let's say it's 2x8 or 2x8 outside siding, inside sheetrock and stuff. It's almost close to 10, 11 inches. So my walls are all, and the inside walls, I did the same thing. I made them almost a foot thick. So it's well insulated, and the attic's got blowed-in insulation and everything else up there. What's everybody gonna do tomorrow? I know what I'm gonna do. Get the trees off the top of my house. Get a generator running. All kinds of little odds and ends. I've been on this thing 2 hours, 11 minutes, 2 hours and 12 minutes. Mm. Well, I've got 8 people watching and 15 thumbs up. I'm doing pretty good. I can't wait to spring. So I'm going to get me a shipping container up in Nevada. And I'm going to get that bus up there if I have to have it hauled up there. Something to live in until I get my shipping container fixed. I want a 40-foot shipping container. That's what I want. Standard. I might get the high top, the high one. That's what I think I'll do. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a great one. You know, you got to make your own self happy. So nobody else can make you happy. Yeah, that's a job you got to do yourself. Everybody said, well, they expect their husband or their wife to make them happy. They say, you're supposed to share your life with them. That's the way I always believed. You share a life with them. You don't, that's what I'm getting at. A lot of people, they don't want to share. They want to boss somebody or whatever. Can't do that either. They got to be their own person. My fur babies are doing good. They're all asleep. And they're all covered up with their baby blankets. The van love seat is theirs. My overstuffed chair, Chris sits in it. They don't even get in it. And my recliner is mine. They'll get my lap. But they have the divan and the love seat. I sure didn't want that many dogs. I started off with one because the government thought I needed one because of my diabetes. And ended up with 3 more. Yep. But my sugar level, the reason I got the dog, it'll be like 200. Or, instead of giving me any warning, it'll be 56. Like, and I can't understand it. They don't either. Or it'll be 56, and then I don't have to eat nothing or whatever. It'll go up to 300. They say it's like your pancreas. Sometimes it kicks in and works, and sometimes it don't. And if you take a metformin or insulin, and then it decides to work on top of that, then the bottom drops out of it. So there you go. And Ori, he knows what, if he comes and sits in front of me, he knows if my heart's beating too fast or my sugar level. He knows what I'm allergic to. He does his job. The poor thing's about 16 years old. He won't be with me forever. He's got where anymore. He does his job about halfway. But little guy started taking over for him, and so is Big Boy. They've been watching him. But they're not certified, but he's certified. He's what they call he's not a support animal, he's a service animal. There's a big difference. Let's see, Tulsa's eyes. Wait a minute, come on. Okay, uh-oh. Something else just hit the side of the house, hear it? Good Lord, it's going to be bad. And if the wind comes up, good Lord, we're all going to be in trouble. There's so many people in Oklahoma out of electricity. I'm fortunate that I've got a little power pack. Yeah. So Let me see what I got. I still charging. I'm at 100%, so I'm doing great. Let me see what this thing says. Don't know what that says. Oh, hush, you guys. Ain't no telling about you. It's 31 degrees outside. And rain, ice rain. That's what the heck it is. So there you go. We're going to have more ice and rain. That's why limbs are still falling. We're safe in here. Look at Big Boy just staring at me. He said, I heard something fall outside against the house. It's way of arc. And it's dark out there. It's dark for miles out there. There's no lights you can see anywhere. So there you go. And I got a little propane stove to cook with. So I was going to make a great big cake tomorrow. I was going to make what they call a fruit cocktail cake. It's made like a pineapple upside down cake, and it is good. I use now pineapple upside down cake. You use brown sugar. You can use brown sugar in that, but I use powdered sugar, and it makes it thicken like a syrup, the juice, and it's really good. Which I can't eat very much of it, but it is good. I was going to show somebody. And that different kind. You ever make a grape pie out of white grapes? They call them white grapes. Green grapes are green. But make a grape pie. And you thicken up. It's sort of made like the thickness of like you'd have a pecan pie. Not the pecans, but the filling. You thicken up the syrup of the fruit cocktail, and it's pretty good. Make and you do that with a grape pie too. Well, we got I have a pole chainsaw that's on a big long pole that hooks up to electricity. And like I told my son, I said, just make sure that we get the stuff off the top of the house and see if there's any holes in it. And then uh, make sure that off the cable coming into the house, and then stuff like that in the driveway. No, you're right, Jan. That it's funny that diabetic persons can love like pies, cakes, candies. And that's probably why they ended up being diabetic. Hush, you ain't even going nowhere. Big Boy's laying on the floor watching me. Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, uh, it could be worse in life, I guess. I loved it when the kids were my grandkids were little. They'd come like 2 or 3 days because they'd be out of state or whatever their parents was. When they came for Christmas, I cooked coconut cookies and uh, all kinds of cookies for them, pies, cakes, and I used to make chocolate covered cherries, homemade chocolate covered cherries, and it was about the size of a golf ball. Because I just kept rolling them in powdered sugar and kept rolling them in powdered sugar, and then I dip them when they got pretty good size in hot chocolate, which melted the powdered sugar, and then that's how you make chocolate covered cherries. And my Aunt Belle used to make a fruit cake for Christmas. And as soon as the Thanksgiving dinners were over with, she would make her fruit cake. And she put, I think, 1 to 2 ounces of rum on it every day. But boy, that you didn't take much of that. fruitcake would be really stout. Well, yep, that's horrible. Sad but horrible. Well, people, I mean, I really watched my diabetes. It's been a little high here lately. I did eat me a cherry mash tonight because I didn't eat no supper. I shouldn't eat anything sweet in place of food, but I will because it's just easy to grab a candy bar when your blood sugar gets low instead of getting up and cooking you something that's good for you. But I can cook now. I made some barbecue ribs in a crock pot, and I'm going to tell you, they were delicious. I put Dash seasoning on them, stood them up, and crammed them, all the way around. I didn't lay them flat. I stood them up. And then I took about a half a teaspoon of barbecue sauce and put it at the very top of each one of the pork ribs. And then they cooked. Oh, they were delicious. They were tender, and they had plenty of barbecue sauce on them because barbecue sauce ain't nothing but brown sugar and ketchup. But I eat two or three of them, and of course, you know how my sugar went up, but they were delicious. I didn't eat no bread or nothing else with them. We was almost in an auto accident. I mean, the other day somebody almost run over us in the car. And then a semi hit one of them red barrels or orange barrels on the side of construction, throwed it right in front of us. Chris dodged it, hit the car behind, the barrel hit the car behind it and dented the fender and broke the windshield. So there you go. Can't even, you got to be careful about them car accidents. I I got leery to driving ever since I had that wreck and somebody hit me in the rear end. Scared the hell out of me. And I was just sitting there. Oh, now somebody's living on me. Who's trying to live on my foot? Big boy. I'm not going to do anything. He wants me to. They know if they go outside and come right back in, they get a treat. And sometimes he'll just run out there. In about 2 seconds, he'll come back in so he can get a treat. The little piglet. But he pays more attention to me than any of them. Or he used to be perfect when he was younger, but about 16 years, he's barely some kind of walk arthritis thing. Vet says he's doing real good, though, so I don't worry about it. He has dry skin so bad, though. They got this spray that I put on. It's got aloe vera in it and some other crap. It's good for your skin. Well, I talked 2 hours and 25 minutes. My throat's going to be sore tomorrow. They must have heard another tree limb fall. Oi starts that stuff because he don't like it. Oi, what's the matter with you? What is the matter with you? He's got big boy over there by the food bowl. They get gripey because they ain't got their usual routine. I'm going to let everybody go tonight. I've had a great time. I've got to charge this to see if this phone's charged up. And let me see here. Turn it. Do something. Crazy phone. And I will talk to you later. You guys have a great evening. And I'm going to take a whole bunch of video and put it up tomorrow and show you how bad this stuff is around this house. It's just piled up, I don't know, 6 or 7 tree limbs high. But I really enjoyed these people that dropped by and talking to them and, you know, You guys have a great evening and stay warm and stay out of the hurricane, stay out of the fire, and stay out of the ice storm and the snowstorm. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm liable to have a hangout tomorrow about 6, 7 o'clock. You guys take care.